Hello everyone, welcome to this new series on AI agents beyond Jupyter Notebooks. I am sure you have seen lots of videos about how to build AI agents on YouTube that shows everything on Jupyter Notebook. But I'm sure that you understand that Jupyter Notebook is not the place where everybody uses the application or AI agent that you build. So in this video series, we are going to demystify AI agents beyond Jupyter Notebooks. I'm sure when you run AI agents on Jupyter Notebook, they run locally and single user can interact with that. It has hard-coded context, I'm sure you know that, and it has hard-coded memory or session as well, where you add messages one by one as you interact with the AI agent. But if you look beyond the Jupyter Notebook, you will see that the AI agent must be able to handle multiple users at the same time. And when you do that, you need to load the context dynamically and session or memory dynamically into the conversation. So basically, we need to build AI agent on top of any API framework, either Python FastAPI, Node.js Express, Go, .NET, PHP, any framework, but you need to build the AI agent as API so that any front-end application like mobile phone, web browser, communication channel can interact with the AI agent that you have built. AI agent has three main concepts that needs dynamic information allocation. First, context, user name, user ID, or anything related to user, which organization the user belongs to. These things needs to be loaded when a new query comes on the API dynamically, otherwise it cannot be possible. Then loading the session or existing messages or chat history, whatever you want to call it, we need to load these things dynamically as well. The third thing, that is tools. You need to build the tools dynamically or pass context into the tool dynamically. Otherwise, if you, let's say, run a tool, get my emails, but if you don't have context of which user's email to fetch, then it's not going to work. So we will be looking into this as well. So what we are building here? So we are building an AI agent connected to Telegram. Many people will ask me why Telegram? Telegram because it is free to connect and easy to develop. I can create a Telegram chatbot and anybody can connect with it. So when I'm building something like prototype of any AI agent, I create it on Telegram, share it with my friends, and they can test it without any hassle. So in order to connect to Telegram, we need to create a Telegram application or Telegram bot. We need to create a webhook, either Python, TypeScript, or any preferable programming language. Once you create a webhook, you need to set the webhook on Telegram so that when a user sends a message to Telegram, Telegram sends that message to the webhook. Webhook processes the message, send back response to Telegram, and Telegram will then finally send the message to the user. The usual flow of our agent will be like this. User will send a message on Telegram. Telegram will send a notification on our webhook. Our webhook will get the context from database, get the chat history or session from the database, generate a response, save token usage, then send message back to the user. So this will be our flow of information. In this series, we are going to build AI agent on top of OpenAI Agents SDK. But this tutorial is not limited to OpenAI Agents SDK. It is applicable to any SDK like Google ADK or LangGraph, LangChain. Whatever technology you bring to the table to build AI agent, These tutorials will be applicable to that technology, just there is slight modification in how you implement in other frameworks. We are going to use OpenAI Agents SDK. Then I'm going to use Python as a programming language and FastAPI as a server. So our webhook will be on top of Python and FastAPI that will utilize OpenAI Agents SDK, and we will build our AI agent. We will be doing this in step by step. First, we'll build simple agent that will generate single response, no memory, no context. Then we will add input guardrail. I'm sure you understand the importance of input guardrail. Then we will add tools into the agents. Once the tools are added, then we will use hooks to register how many tokens are used, which user has called which tools, and all the related things that the agent runs. We will store that information into database using hooks. Then we will add dynamic context into the agent. After adding dynamic context, we will load existing messages of the user has done with the agent and put it into the conversation. And finally, we will look into human handoff. I'm sure you want to learn how to add human handoff to the agent so that when you set a tool that needs approval from human, AI agent will send notification to the user. User will approve the action, and then AI agent will resume performing further action, calling the tool and generating the final response. We are going to learn awesome things throughout the tutorial. So watch out my YouTube channel for upcoming videos on this AI agents beyond Jupyter Notebook. I guess this is it from my side for this video. I'm looking forward you to watch all the videos on this AI agents and learn about AI agents and build your own AI agents. Finally, if you like the work I put on my YouTube channel, consider subscribing to my channel. That helps. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the life, feel the music. Peace.